Before this day gets lost in noise, pause for a second. This moment matters. The first day of a new year comes once, and what you do right now quietly sets the direction for the next 12 months. This is not just another morning. It is a turning point. Whether 2026 becomes another year you forget, or the year everything changes, depends on what you choose today. Not later. Not when you feel ready, but now. Most people start a new year full of hope, but also fear. They want change yet doubt themselves because they have been here before. Promises were made, and habits never changed. If you are watching this, you are already different because awareness is the first step toward real transformation. Here's the truth. Your life does not change because the year changes. It changes when your daily choices change. Big dreams mean nothing without small, consistent actions. Today, I will walk you through 7 habits that can make 2026 your best year if you start now and stay consistent. Not perfect. Consistent. The first habit begins the moment you wake up, and it is about how you start your day. Most people start their mornings in reaction mode. They grab their phone, scroll through messages, news, and social media, and immediately let the outside world decide their mood and direction. This habit creates stress, distraction, and comparison before the day even starts. The new habit is starting your day with intention. Step 1 is simple. When you wake up, do not touch your phone for the first few minutes. Step 2, take 3 deep breaths and bring your awareness into your body. Step 3, ask yourself one question. What is one thing I can do today that will move my life forward? The benefit of this habit is clarity. When you begin your day intentionally, you train your mind to focus on what matters instead of what is loud. Over time, this builds calm confidence and a sense of control over your life. Practicing this daily creates momentum because every day starts with purpose instead of pressure. The second habit is building trust with yourself through small promises. Many people struggle with confidence not because they lack ability, but because they do not trust themselves. They say they will do something, and then they do not follow through. This creates inner disappointment and self-doubt. The habit is learning to keep small promises to yourself. Step 1 is choosing one very small daily commitment. It could be a 10-minute walk, 1 page of reading, or writing down one goal. Step 2 is doing it no matter how you feel, not because you are motivated, but because you said you would. Step 3 is acknowledging yourself when you complete it. The benefit of this habit is self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your inner trust. Over time, you stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who follows through. This habit changes how you speak to yourself and what you believe you deserve. Consistency here is everything. Small actions repeated daily build an unbreakable foundation of confidence. The third habit is learning to manage your energy instead of just your time. Many people feel busy all day yet accomplish very little because they ignore how tired or distracted they are. They push themselves at the wrong times and rest when they should be focused. The habit is energy awareness. Step 1 is observing your day for a few days and noticing when you feel most alert, calm, and focused. Step 2 is scheduling your most important task during that time. Step 3 is protecting your energy by taking short breaks, eating well, and sleeping properly. The benefit of this habit is sustainable productivity. When you work with your energy instead of against it, you get more done with less stress. Over time, this reduces burnout and increases enjoyment. Consistency in this habit helps you feel balanced instead of exhausted, and that balance is what allows long-term success. The fourth habit is daily learning, even when it feels boring or slow. Growth does not come from occasional inspiration. It comes from consistent exposure to new knowledge and skills. The habit is learning something small every day. Step 1 is choosing one area you want to grow in, whether it is mindset, health, career, or relationships. Step 2 is dedicating just 10 minutes a day to learning something related to that area. Step 3 is applying one small idea from what you learn. The benefit of this habit is expansion. Daily learning keeps your mind flexible and your confidence growing. Over time, you begin to see opportunities where others see limitations. This habit also protects you from feeling stuck because learning reminds you that growth is always possible. Consistency here turns information into wisdom and effort into results. The fifth habit is designing your environment to support your goals. Willpower alone is not enough because your surroundings influence your behavior more than you realize. The habit is intentional environment design. Step 1 is cleaning and organizing your physical space because clutter creates mental noise. Step 2 is adjusting your digital environment by limiting time on apps that drain you and increasing exposure to content that inspires you. Step 3 is being mindful of who you spend time with and how they influence your mindset. The benefit of this habit is ease. When your environment supports your goals, you do not have to fight yourself every day. Good habits become easier, and bad habits lose their power. Consistency in this habit creates a life that feels aligned instead of exhausting. The sixth habit is choosing discipline over motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays when emotions fade. The habit is showing up even on days you do not feel like it. Step 1 is accepting that you will not always feel motivated. Step 2 is committing to action anyway, even if the effort is small. Step 3 is reminding yourself that progress counts even on imperfect days. The benefit of this habit is resilience. Discipline teaches you that you are capable of moving forward regardless of mood or circumstance. Over time, this builds inner strength and emotional stability. Consistency and discipline creates freedom because you are no longer controlled by feelings. Become someone who acts with intention. The seventh habit is weekly reflection and gentle adjustment. Many people either never review their progress or they judge themselves harshly and quit. The habit is compassionate reflection. Step 1 is setting aside a few minutes once a week to look back. Step 2 is asking what went well, what did not, and what can be improved. Step 3 is adjusting your approach without blaming yourself. The benefit of this habit is awareness. Reflection turns experience into learning and mistakes into growth. Over time, you become more self-aware and adaptable. Consistency and reflection keeps you aligned with your goals and prevents you from drifting back into old patterns. Now here is what truly matters. Do not try to master all 7 habits at once. That is how people burn out. Choose 1 or 2 habits and practice them daily. Let progress be slow. Let growth be quiet. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Small habit practiced every day for a year can completely change your life. Missing a day does not mean failure. Giving up does. When you fall, return to the habit without guilt. Imagine reaching the end of 2026 and knowing you honored yourself every day. Not perfectly, but honestly. Imagine the confidence, peace, and clarity that comes from showing up for your life. That future begins with one small decision today. If this message spoke to you, do not let it end here. Commit to 1 habit right now and start today. If you want continued motivation, practical guidance, and support on your growth journey, subscribe to this channel and stay connected. Share this video with someone who wants a fresh start. And remember, this year does not need to be perfect to be powerful. It only needs you to show up consistently starting today.